Hello and welcome to another episode of How Very Hannah. I am Hannah and this is a podcast. Enjoy.
Once upon a time, there was a stagey girl with a big dream. She hoped, dreamed, and prayed to work at Tesco. Wait, someone's written this script wrong. Can we get a redo?
Take two.
I dreamed a dream that one day I would hit the stage. And so it seems that dream has come true. Whoa, whoa. Oh my God, you guys, it's really happening. My life has been changed for the better, and I'm seizing the day and spinning into the spotlight. How very slay, it's giving queen. How very cringe, get out my scene. It's beginner's call, the stage is set for me. How very Hannah, how very Hannah, how very Hannah. That's the name for my podcast show and your front row. So how very Hannah, hit the lights. How very Hannah, that's too bright. How very Hannah, that's alright. How very Hannah. Change. Okay, it's my podcast show. Let's go.
Yes, I am back with another guest episode. Today I'm sitting down with Tosh Wanogho-Maud. He is currently alternate Lola in Kinky Boots at the Coliseum. So we are getting into all things being an alternate, his incredible career in musical theatre, and lots of very amazing golden nuggets of advice that I'm literally like, I'm taking that, I'm banking that, and I'm writing it in my notepad. So I hope you guys really, really enjoy it. And let's get into it. Please welcome to the pod, Tosh Wanogho-Maud.
Hello, friend. Yes.
Welcome to How Very Hannah.
Thanks for having me, Bob.
What an honour to have you here. We were actually just saying, like, we're just industry, like, mutuals.
Yes.
Like, we've never fully, properly met.
No, I feel that happens a lot.
Yeah, everyone just knows everyone.
Everyone knows everyone. Remember that. Everyone knows everyone.
So watch what you're saying.
So watch what you say.
And what you do.
And what you do. We're always watching. Yeah, so yeah, I think we've met in passing.
Yes.
But it's so nice to actually sit down and have a little chit-chat.
Have a little chit-chat.
Yeah.
So you're currently alternate Lola in Kinky Boots
I am
at the
indeed.
Coliseum.
Yes.
How long is that on for now?
It's
How long have you
on
got left?
until the last performance is July the 11th.
Wow.
My last performance is July 6th. So
gonna go off.
It's happening really quickly.
Yes.
It's happening really quickly.
So how long have you been involved in the production?
So I did the international tour.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lie. It wasn't the international tour at all. That's a lie. It was the European tour that I did. And so we were there. We were away for about, I think it ended up being about 4 months. And then we came back, and then now we're doing this stint in London. So yeah, so it'll end up being about 8-9 months I've been doing it.
Is it really nice being in London now after being on tour?
It is, because also I was never a part of the West End cast. I was always kind of contracted to do the European leg of it, and I was really happy with that.
As Lola?
As Lola. So I played the role in the European leg, and I thought that was going to be my lot, and I was really happy with that because I thought Kinky Boots was going to be the one that I just didn't get to do. It's the last show on my list that I really wanted to do, and I thought, it might just not happen. So when the European leg came up and I got the opportunity to, I was like, that's great. And so then when I was asked to alternate in London, that just felt like the cherry on top. That felt like such a nice kind of like way to wrap it all up.
Full circle.
Yeah.
This is the last show on your list. What other shows are on this list?
Well, when I was a kid, Lion King.
And you did it.
And I did it.
Young Simba.
Yeah, loved that for me.
Come on, research.
Yeah. And then when I watched Dreamgirls, the movie, I knew there'd been one. It'd already been done on Broadway. But when I watched Dreamgirls, the movie, I was like, I'd really love to do that if it ever comes to London. And then
you did it.
I managed to do it. And then literally, the last one was Kinky
Oh my
Boots.
gosh, and now you can retire.
And now I can retire.
The end.
The end.
I mean, you've done so many incredible jobs between that, like obviously Lion King, Dreamgirls.
Yes.
What are like some other highlights for you?
I loved The Drifter's Girl.
Yeah.
That we did. I loved that. because we were so hands-on with the creative process.
I mean, world premiere, right?
Yes, yeah.
First ever company.
And it meant that I got to work with my very, very good friends, Michael Harrison. Like, he produced it, and he's wonderful, and he's just such a wonderful producer. So I just loved doing that and being reunited with Bev and my best friend Matt and
Bev.
Ad and
First name basis.
yeah, like
Beverly Knight for anyone.
it was
Bev.
just Bev, my Bev. So it was really nice to like reunite with all my friends and just have a good time.
Did you say Matt Henry?
Matt Henry, yes.
And so he was OG Lola?
He was OG Lola,
Lola.
yes.
Wow.
Won the Olivier for it as well.
And who'd have thought that, like, when you were doing Drifters Girl together, that you would also go on to play Lola?
Well, we actually did Lion King together.
Oh my gosh.
When I was young Simba.
How old were you when you did that?
8.
Wow, West End debut.
Yes. No, actually, it wasn't my West End debut.
Okay.
Whistle Down the Wind was my West End debut.
Oh my gosh, at what age?
I believe I was like 7 and a bit.
Oh
7
my
and a bit.
gosh.
I was the baby.
What
of the
theatre was
group.
that at?
The Old Witch.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so that's why I started and went to Lion King from there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always just so nice being able to reunite with people that you've known for such a long time. I mean, that probably says a bit how old I am, but it's
Wait,
nice.
so who did Matt Henry play when you were in Lion King?
So he was covering Simba, I believe.
Right.
And we went on quite a few times together.
Yeah.
So, and then it was really, it was just hilarious. Then when we did Drifters Girl together, having to play each other's, we played partners. There was a gay love story involved in Drifters, and he played my partner, which was really hilarious.
Yeah.
And when we had to kiss, we were like, right. And that was a moment.
Sorry,
But
you know how you just go, right? Yeah. I do that, like, it's an industry thing. Like, we
It
all
really
just
is.
do it. I don't know who started it.
I want to know who did start that.
I think it was Gemma Collins, and then I think it was Rob Madge. I think Rob Madge took Gemma Collins' thing and was going,
Yeah, they
right,
did.
all the time.
Yeah, they did.
And then everyone now just does it.
Yes.
I think we need to give Rob credit for that.
Yes.
And anytime I do it in front of any of the team, they're like, what is that? And I was like, it's just a thing. Like,
It's just a thing we all do.
It's just, right. It's like, right.
It's really, it's
and
the
then you
best
get rid of
thing.
the R and it's just like, right. Right. You can just, it works for anything.
It works
right?
for absolute right.
Right.
Right. It's my favourite thing.
It's like an initiation into the industry.
It is. It actually is. Right.
But we say it every day. This
I'm
is
not
what
sure why.
you know. Things come up every day that warrant a right.
Right. And it just you know exactly what everyone is thinking when you do that. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, even on stage, like in quiet moments, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, I'm the worst.
In quiet moments where your mic's not on and you're just yapping, like talking about what you've had for dinner.
Oh, hey ho, I'm the worst for that. I love an onstage lol. It's my favourite thing. I just love an onstage lol.
Yeah, same.
Like just silliness on stage, as long as you're like doing the job and the audience, their experience is not going to be affected by what you're doing. I love a little naughtiness on stage.
Yeah, same. You've got to do it.
Yeah,
Like,
I love it.
when you're doing the same show every day, you have to find little moments.
You do. There's absolutely nothing better for me than something happening where you absolutely cannot laugh. It is my favourite thing. Shoulder shrugs.
Turning to face the back.
Babe, an upstage shoulder shrug, and I am KO'd. I'm KO'd. If you look upstage and I see, it's a wrap for me. It's a wrap. Because also what I will do is I'll peek around the corner to get your eye line. As soon as you look up, I'm like, no, I can see you. You're laughing. Yeah, it's my favourite thing.
What's your like favourite memory of like an onstage memory like that?
Do you know what? Book of Mormon.
Original UK
Yes.
cast.
OG cast. That show, when I tell you my ribs would be on fire with the amount that we'd be laughing on that stage, like
Really?
just through sheer foolishness that was
Yeah.
happening. There was one time, there's a moment in the show called Spooky Mormon Hell Dream.
Oh yeah, with the hobbits. And
Yeah,
stuff.
with the
Yeah.
and
Sorry, spoiler.
some of the costumes have these big like curly feet on them, and we all come from stage right, and we've got these like pitchforks and we're running on stage, and some of us are carrying people on our backs, right? And one day, we were coming on, and my friend Terrell had someone on his back, and he's shaking this pitchfork, and he steps on his foot on the front of this shoe.
Yeah.
He launches across the stage, lands on his stomach, slides from one side of the stage to the other, takes out everyone as he goes, and one of the girls, Olivia, her pitchfork flies into the audience, and all we heard was, ow! And when I tell you, there were no backing vocals happening, not a backing vocal was happening. Everyone was just cackling. But then I think...
What was the owl? Was that an audience member?
Yes, being taken out by the pitchfork.
No!
Yes. And we had to apologise to her after the show because she got taken out.
What a way to go.
It was pure chaos. That show was chaos. Titanique, laugh a minute.
I feel like Titanique, like that's what's meant to happen in Titanique, like the corpse sitting and the silliness.
Oh, there was so many times in that show where I would be gone. I would be absolutely gone. And I love that stuff. I just love when you can just be joyous. And I love that moment where shows like that, particularly Titanique, where there's less of a gap between the audience and the performers.
Yeah.
It's so nice when you can experience that laughter with the audience. You're not having to put distance between you.
It's not an inside joke.
No.
It's like a shared joke.
Yes, and that's so lovely when you can do that.
And that's why people come back to shows like that,
I
because
think
they feel like they're part of it. They are.
Yeah, 100%. And I think audiences like to feel like they have seen something unique to their experience.
Yeah.
So when they come and see a show like Titanique, because there's so much scope for it to be slightly different, they get such a unique experience for them every time, which makes that show so fresh.
Yeah.
I think that's why it's doing so well, actually.
Yeah, I think my only experience of a show like that would be Six, where like you are interacting with the audience. It's more like a concert vibe. But what I found in that, because we're wearing in-ears, we felt quite disconnected to the audience because we couldn't hear them.
I get that.
Because we can only hear what's obviously coming through the mic.
Yes.
We couldn't hear even each other if we were off mic going, "Aye."
Yes.
Like, we couldn't hear that.
Yeah.
We would still do it, but, because unless you're on the mic, you can't hear
Did you find it weird working with in-ears?
I didn't like it.
Yeah, I don't either.
I didn't like it. I think, if I was singing a one-off song at the Royal Albert Hall or something, I'd be like, great, get me some in-ears. Like,
for sure.
Stunning. But, like, a 90-minute show, I don't know, it just feels like you're it's like you've got like an astronaut suit on and you're in one of these like head bubble things. What's it called? I don't know. A bubble thing.
Oh, yeah. What is that? A helmet? No?
A helmet. That'll do it. Just a simple helmet. You've got one of those like bubble things, on your head. That's a...
A helmet, right.
Right. It felt like that.
Yeah.
That you were just like underwater or something.
Yeah, and
I didn't love it.
With in-ears, I remember when we, with Drifters actually, when we performed at the Olivier's, we had in-ears. And there was a moment, I will never forget it. It started and there was something different playing in my in-ear.
What was playing?
It was something else. It was not what I needed live when it was the live part.
Was it just like the flute solo or something?
I could hear backstage. I was like, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, what's happening? And I remember there was a moment as we turned round having to like take the in-ear out so that I could hear the other boys singing.
Then, like you're in such a big...
It's huge.
The Royal Albert Hall, I'm guessing.
It's
massive. It was massive. And like, as soon as you take one out, you're
lost.
Might be behind, you're lost.
You're lost
I went
in the
to
source.
not stage at all. I went to the Summertime Ball and Lola Young was performing.
Yeah.
And she was having issues with her in-ears and she took them out and she was singing, but it was like, and I'm too messy. And it was like, she was trying her best and like, that pain of when something goes wrong.
It's when you get that kind of like secondhand fear for someone when it's happening.
It's like squeaky bum.
When it's bum's so tight.
It's like,
I hate that. I hate because you want to be able to do something about it.
Yeah.
And you can't. But then at the same time, you're like, I'm so glad that that's not me. I know that's bad, but you do, because you're sweating, your palms are sweating, and you're like, that's awful.
I actually remember, this is the tea, I remember, because you know how sometimes the sound at West End Live is very different to what we expect in our regular theatres, and they told us we weren't allowed our in-ears. So we're used to performing with in-ears.
Yes.
But they were like, we can't have in-ears at West End Live. We were like, right. We were like, right, okay. Right. We get to West End Live, guess who's got in-ears? Mamma Mia. I think out of all shows that need in-ears, I fear Mamma Mia's not one of them.
Yeah, so what's going on there then? What's happening there?
They had Stevie and Toby, I think it was, Stevie and Tobias, they had in-ears. And I was like, how have you managed to get in-ears when we can't even get in-ears and we do the show every night with in-ears? We're doing it twice today with in-ears. It's crazy.
Strange. I wonder why
Have you ever performed at West End Live?
I have.
With what show?
I did Drifters there. Mm-hmm. I did Titanique.
Oh.
And there was one more I think I did there. Showboat. I did Showboat there.
The concert was that?
No, that was Showboat when it was the Gillian Lynn, which is now what, the New London, is it called now?
Oh, was it changed names?
Was it the other way around?
I think it's the Gillian Lynn now.
It's the Gillian Lynn now, right? Yeah. I've performed at West End Live quite a few times.
Are you doing it this year?
I don't think we are.
Oh.
I don't.
No, we're not either.
We are.
But
no, we're not.
I've never performed there.
Have you not?
I know. I've always like presented, hosted. We did like a podcast backstage, but I've never performed there. And everyone scares me. Everyone's like, oh, like it's
Do you know
scary.
what? I don't think it's scary. I think here's the thing. Anyone coming to watch West End Live is there to support all those shows. So I think from the beginning, if you have an entire crowd that are there to support the arts and are there supporting theatre, that can't be scary. They're there to have a good time. I think what can sometimes be is the technicalities of the day, like, you know, the sound is. West End Live is a very particular sound. I think if you are singing in the roof, West End Live can be tough.
Yeah.
That is a massive... And the heat. It's a massive open space.
2 shows after that.
Yeah. What I would say is I think that the sound team are doing great work.
Yeah, 100%.
Within the fact that is such a massive thing to be trying to
different
to
the theatre.
Singing outside in general, it's just so different.
Yeah.
I've done a few concerts and stuff and gigs outside, and it's a completely different kettle of fish when you're outside. So don't be scared of it.
No.
I hope you get to do it, because it is.
Hopefully at some point. We're not doing it this year.
Okay.
So we'll see.
I feel like it's I
might just turn up and be like, fancy a song?
Fancy a sing song?
No, actually, can you imagine?
Feel like
right.
Just do it anyway.
Hannah Lal was here. Someone called security. I may well just turn up at stage door and see what happens.
Just do it. Like I think honestly, I think you'll love it. Don't be scared.
It'll be good. So take me back. You did West End shows when you were younger.
Yes.
And then you trained at Bird College.
I did.
What's like one piece of advice or one lesson that you learned at Bird College that you still carry with you today?
You're in competition with no one but yourself.
Adding that to my list of phrases.
Yeah,
I've got this thing where I'm like, this is a famous quote that I once said, and it's not my quote, but I'm going to add that.
Generally, the industry can feel like you are always being compared, right? Because an audition process, quite literally, sometimes is being compared to your counterpart and whoever else is auditioning. However, I think the moment that you look to the left or to the right of you to see what's going on with other people, you lose sight on what you bring to the table. No one can do you better than you do it.
Yeah.
There's always going to be someone that's the best version of them, but I think you have to be so proud and celebrate what it is that you do. So yeah, I think you're in competition with no one but yourself, and there's enough space for everyone.
Yeah.
Sometimes,
that's great
you know,
advice.
the industry can feel like there's not enough slices of the pie for everyone, but there really is.
Yeah.
And also, the more that you can help your fellow performer, do it. Do that. If you can be the person that can help someone else on their journey, I guarantee you that your journey will be so much more successful. If you can reach down and lift people up, or if you can reach to the side and bring them along, do that.
That's amazing advice.
I think that's what you should do.
I feel like everyone needs to hear that right now, because the industry is, you're right, it's seen in a way that is competitive, and that's like, everyone thinks it's like this catty
Yes.
place where, you know, everyone's against each other and everyone's fighting for the top spot and stuff like that. But it's actually not like that. I don't think it is. I think, you know, so many like gorgeous friendships and like energies like that come from this industry. And I think like we need to keep like celebrating that side of it.
Yeah, and you can exist in your own little special U-shaped bubble in the industry, that you take up that space. And I think the more performers, entertainers help each other, just the better the industry looks.
Yeah.
It's just a much friendlier place. I think amazing things happen when everyone collaborates. It's kind of like, I think that's what art's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Lots of different people from different walks of life collaborating to create this beautiful thing that we call the industry. I think anything less than that is boring.
Correct.
You know, so yeah, that's what I'd say.
Hannah's hotline. Bow, bow, bow.
The phone's ringing. Quick, get it.
Hello?
Hi guys, I'm just wondering what the pros and cons are of being an alternate.
You can pop it down if you want, and we can get back to you later. I'll get back to you.
Pros and cons.
Well, actually, what is funny is when I got the job I'm doing now, I wrote a list of pros and cons because sometimes when you audition for something, you're like, I'll take anything I can get. Like, I'm just desperate to do it. I'm desperate to do this show. I do it for free. I remember saying that, like, when I got Heather's, like, that was my first big job. I was like, I don't care what the pay is. I don't care what the job is. I will just do it for free. But I feel like as you work through the industry, you kind of get to a point where you do have to think about these things. Like, is this a good career decision for me? You know, is doing a year of being an alternate going to benefit me? And like, you have to think like that.
Oh, for sure.
So I wrote, shall I actually read you my list of pros and
please.
cons?
I love this.
At the time, I was auditioning for Elle, and I didn't know that alternate was even an option.
An option, yeah.
So in my head, I was like, okay, it's either Elle Woods or nothing. So you know, I'm making this scenario. I'm a bit Delulu in that respect. Like, I will manifest to the point where I could picture myself in the role. I picture myself doing an interview on Loose Women.
Yeah.
I picture, you know what I mean? Like,
Well, I think delusion is a part of, you have to have a bit of Delulu to do what we do, I think.
Delulu is the Salulu.
It really is.
So I wrote a list of pros and cons. I'll start with the cons.
Okay, hit me.
My first con was no big press moment.
Fair.
My next con was covering again and feeling like I'm having to prove myself constantly to people online that, like, I know and you know that covering, alternating is a really hard job.
It is.
And it takes a very specific set of skills.
It does.
But to the general public, they're like, you're not good enough to play the role again. So that's one of my cons.
Yep.
One of my other cons was being in the ensemble as well, being Margot, would mean that I'd have to dance, and my body is getting older.
Get that.
And I was genuinely like, oh my God, I don't know if my back can take it.
I get that.
And that was actually my only cons.
Okay.
And then my pros.
Yep, hit me.
Sorry, this was a question for you, but I'm just
No,
going
I'm
to make it
loving
about
this,
me.
though.
My pros are I still get to play Elle.
Yes.
Which is like ultimate dream role. What the heck?
Yes.
Like, incredible I get to do it. Another pro was the ensemble bits in the show are great.
Yes.
Like that he loves you and
Yep.
not her. You're like iconic.
Also, by the way, I loved the show.
Oh yes, you come to press night.
Oh my God. I loved it so much. I screamed out my entire throat from the very beginning.
That was the best audience we've ever had. Press night
Oh
in
my
Leicester.
gosh, I loved it. I just everything about it. Everything about it was exactly what I wanted it to be.
I'm so glad.
Oh, so
because we
good.
got cancelled on TikTok a little bit before that. And we were like, everyone hates it.
No, it
They've
was
seen
so
one
good.
clip of the bows, they all hate it, and
No,
then we're
it
good.
was joyous.
I'm so glad you enjoyed it. Another pro keeps me on my feet.
Yes.
Playing two parts keeps the brain fresh.
Yeah,
what
that's
am I
true.
doing? And actually, I love doing that.
Yes.
And I'm good at that.
Yeah.
I'm good at splitting my brain in half, and I had to accept that. Less pressure.
There is less pressure.
Not having to do it every night. Different pressure.
Yeah, it's a different
Maybe not less.
Yeah, I'm going to say different pressure.
Yeah, now in hindsight, I would have changed that to
Yeah,
different
different
pressure.
pressure.
Obsessed with the show, still get to do the show.
Yes.
I get to prove my value. That was one of my pros.
I like that one.
Get to prove my value that, you know, I can do both.
Yes.
And another pro was I get to dance. So my con was I have to dance, and the pro was, but I get to dance
Yeah,
because I
but
love
you know,
dancing.
something can be two things at the same time.
Yeah. Like, it's
really
tough,
can.
but I love it. And that was my list of pros and cons. And
Those are pretty good.
Yeah. I did think about it because...
I think you have to.
What's your experience
I
of
think,
pros and cons?
first of all, I think the pros and cons were not as clear cut. I think
Mm-hmm.
I think first of all, I think every performer has a level of ego. and you have to in order to navigate the industry.
Yeah.
Because your ego is kind of like your armor. It's how you can get through life being told no every other day about something for that yes. So you have to have an element, a healthy amount of ego. So for me, I guess, as I've been so used to playing roles, there was definitely a part of myself that I had to go, Tosh, you need to speak to the ego of yourself. If you were to say no to this, is it because of ego why you're saying no? And if that is the reason, that is not reason enough, and I need you to grow up, and I need you to think bigger than that. And so at first, I was very much like, but I've just played it. I've just done it. I've just been doing it 8 shows a week. I've been doing it. I've been doing it. And so that at first there was definitely a feeling that I was like, does this feel like I'm going backwards? Because I remember when I was in my 20s and I was first cover and I was doing that for a very long time, it took me a very long time to be able to step out of that
And break through.
and break through to being leads. It's a hard transition that is not promised. Talent is only a small part of whether you can make that transition from first cover to the lead or from alternate to the lead or whatever it is. There's so many other things that have to slot into place which aren't guaranteed. So when you've done that and you've made that transition, for me, there was a big fear that I was like, oh God, is this a step backwards? And then I actually called Matt Henry and I was like, right, what do I do? And he was like, do it. He was like, do it. You're playing the role. You're doing the thing. I also believe that just the landscape of musical theatre at the moment, I think, means that there are going to be a lot of that happening. And we saw it in Sunset Boulevard with Rachel and Nicole Scherzinger. I think there is a world where, after COVID, I just feel like there is going to be a lot of that, because now you can have 2 people playing it that speak to different audiences. You've got someone that might have a global reach, and then you've got someone that might have a reach within the musical theatre sphere. Suddenly you have 2 people that can reach a massive audience base together. So for me, the pros were I got to do a show that I thought I wasn't going to be able to do. I thought Kinky Boots was going to be the one that got away. So doing it was a pro. Scott Page, Courtney Bowman are 2 of my greatest friends, and I was like, right, I get to be chaos with those 2, right? And so I was like, that is another pro. Touring, I hadn't done in 100 million years, and so I was like, okay, I definitely want to do this show on the tour, so there's that. And then I guess another pro was doing it at the Coliseum.
Yeah.
I was like, that's huge.
Mega.
And I saw it as that still, I have, if there's, 17 weeks, I think, when we overall the run 17 weeks, that is 17 performances of maybe new people being able to know who I am.
Yeah.
And I was like, that is enough. You have to sometimes think bigger than what you're thinking. And I was like, actually, 17 opportunities in the Coliseum is a gift of an opportunity that anyone would be like, this is an amazing opportunity. And I thought to myself, do you know what? I'll be really good at it. I think that I'm a good Lola. And
you are.
I thought, you know what? To take that away from myself because I'm only doing 1 show a week, it seemed short-sighted. And to reframe it in that it's not only one day, it's that I get to do 1 day at the Coliseum every week.
And I guess that show feels really special. I feel like
100%.
Yeah, anytime I do an L show, I pinch myself because it's like, you do your 1 a week and it's like, this is your moment.
Yeah,
and
you have that energy. You have that, it feels like press night every time.
Yeah. I guess it's been slightly different for you because you played the role full time.
Yes.
And you really got to like find your
my
version of Lola and find your feet within the role.
Yes.
And I think I have now with Elle, for example, but like at the start, I'd hardly done any cover rehearsals and ended up going on a little bit early. So I hadn't done any cover rehearsals. I really didn't have much to go. It was quite a lot of self-work and I didn't really have time to find my version of Elle before I had to do it in front of an audience. And that was one of my biggest struggles, I think, at the start. And I think now I'm doing more and more shows. I've been able to like find my feet a little bit and be like, actually, I want to do this bit like that. And the team have been so good at actually being like,
giving you that space.
Yeah, giving me space and be like, actually, it doesn't have to be like this, or it doesn't have to be like that. And the whole cast are so adaptable. Is that the right word?
Yeah.
They're so adaptable. And like on a Thursday, I do a Thursday matinee mostly. This week's a Wednesday random, but Thursday matinee, I do Elle, Daisy does Margot, Ray, you know, everyone moves up roles, and it's actually like feels quite refreshing for our brains as well to be able to like change it up.
And it is so important that the teams give their covers the authority to do things differently.
Yeah, and they have been great.
And I think that's again, that is not always the experience.
Yeah.
And so I do think in that way it is really important that teams trust. There are certain things that have to be what it is.
Yeah, it's got to click.
Yes, but trust your actors that are your covers and are your alternates to make decisions. By empowering actors to do that, you will always get the best performance. By empowering your performers, that is the best way of getting the best show.
Yeah, and it's having ownership as well. Being able
For sure.
to have, you know, anyone who watches the show on what day is it today? Monday.
Today's Monday.
So you do every Monday.
Yes.
Anyone who watches the show on Monday, that's the only time they've seen the show. You are Lola.
Yes.
You know, it's not like, you know, you are Lola to them.
Yes.
You are. You share the role.
Yes,
you know?
and I also think what is dangerous that sometimes when it can be a bit toxic is when we're doing things like comparing. Please don't do that. Don't do that.
It's not pleasant for anyone.
It's not pleasant for anyone.
It's not pleasant for
it's not
anyone.
Cute. Just celebrate the fact that you have multiple performers that are doing the damn thing.
Yeah.
Just do that. Let's not compare. Let's not do any of that. It's boring.
It's boring and it's uncomfortable.
It's uncomfortable.
Like no matter what end of that
Whatever,
you're on.
Yeah, please. Whatever.
It's uncomfortable.
It's uncomfortable. I loathe it.
Yeah. And also, I feel like it's weird to me because, you know, several people after this tour's over will go on to play Elwoods.
For sure.
Loads of people have played Elwoods before me, before Amber, you know? So it's like there are going to be so many different iterations of this character. And
for sure.
It's frustrating when people try and compare because it's like, it's a made-up character.
Yeah,
it's a made-up character. We can play it how we want.
Yeah, I think it's weird. I think what I think sometimes it is, particularly with audiences, is that they feel that they have an ownership of a show, of a character, because it's their beloved thing, and that's all well and good. And I think that is wonderful. I think absolutely audiences that come to watch shows that they love, they should feel like that is their thing. However, I think comparing performers is a waste of time. It's a wasted energy. I think just celebrate that you've been able to see multiple different things. There's going to be some things you like about this performance more than that, blah, blah, blah. But guess what? I don't need to know.
Yeah.
That is for you and your friends at the dinner table to discuss.
Preferably not near the theatre.
Yeah, preferably not near the theatre.
Because we can hear you.
We can hear you.
I've been commuting to Oxford. We've been in Oxford this week. And I've been getting the train home with people who've just watched the show. And I've obviously like got my hat on, like trying to act all sus. And there's people sat there with the programme going through every person being like, yeah. And I'm like, oh my God, I do not want to hear a single thing.
It's wow.
I don't want to know.
I don't want to know.
I actually don't.
And that's regardless of whether it's positive or negative. It's actually none of my business.
Yeah.
Once I've done the show, that's it. Like we've done it. I think don't compare performers.
No, please don't.
We're all just out here trying to do our thing, and most of the things that you're thinking or saying about us, we've probably thought and said a lot worse about ourselves. So please keep it to yourself. Period.
Jingle time.
Here we go.
Confessions of a Drama Queen.
Hi, Hannah. I feel like I've been keeping a secret from everyone. I got into drama school on my third attempt, and I haven't told anyone there. There. Now, at the end of first year, I've not told anyone at drama school that it was your third attempt.
Yes.
Cool. Now, at the end of first year, everyone's assumed I'm one of those people who just waltzed in first time and I've just let them believe it because the real answer feels embarrassing. But now I feel like getting rejected twice and coming back is something I'm actually quite proud of and I'm tired of hiding it. Should I just start being honest about it, or is that weird to bring up now we're already a year in? Well, I think it depends if you've lied about it. Because if you've actually been like, no, I got in first time, then it would be slightly embarrassing to be like, I lied.
Yeah.
But take ownership, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I think just tell them. I think it doesn't, one, I don't think it matters whether you got into drama school first, second, third, fourth.
No.
I think it doesn't matter whether you went to drama school or didn't. I don't think any of that stuff matters. I think we build those kind of things and those expectations in our own mind. I think that's something that we tell ourselves. I'm glad, though, that this person has taken ownership of that and has said, actually, I think it's a great thing and is proud. I think that's really important, which is probably more the reason to just tell them, like,
yeah.
Also, it's actually none of their business, really, when it happened or whatnot. Like, you're there doing the thing, so does it really matter?
Yeah, I don't feel like you need to go in and be like, guys, I'm going to have to sit you down for this.
No.
This is a really big deal. And, like, took me 3 times to get in. Like, I don't think that's... Like, if it comes up in conversation, it comes up. Yeah. And you can be like, oh, actually, this was my 3rd time trying to get in. And actually, that's amazing. You've had all that experience auditioning. You've experienced rejection already, which... Newsflash, in this industry, you're going to get a lot of once you graduate anyway. Yeah. So, like, you've already experienced that. Like, that helps. That's going to help you in the long run. So. And like you said, it's not about how long it took you to get in, if you went or not. Like, it's about what you put into it and, like, the lessons that you learn from it. I think a lot of the time, like, I went to Italia Conti for 3 years. Yeah. And, I mean, I had an amazing time, learned so much, like, technically. I feel like my technique and stuff like that was really like grounded in that. Yeah. And then I graduated, tried to make it, was like not working. Went back and did an extra year at the London School of Musical Theatre. And in that extra year, I felt like all these like puzzle pieces came together. And I don't have shame in saying that I did 3 years of training and wasn't ready. You know, like I did an extra year of training and I felt like that I came at it with a more mature mindset. And I was like, actually, I need to put all my hard work and time and effort into this. Yes. And I was a bit older, like I understood it. I understood that it was a big, financial decision as well to do an extra year of training. Yeah. And I felt like, I was proud of that decision, and I think you should be too. Yeah. And so I think
no one's journey is linear.
No.
It kind of, goes in and out. And also when you go out, for example, when you are auditioning, you don't know whether you're the first, second or third choice that they've come to.
I know, that's the thing, isn't it?
You don't know that. And like, what are you going to do? Because if you are the second choice for a job, you're going to say no because you weren't the first.
But yeah, that's an ego thing again.
Does it really matter? Yeah, I think that for any performer, then your main, battle will be your ego. Yeah. Once you get your ego under control and you know when it's your ego saying something and when it's a reality, suddenly so many things will seem so much clearer. Yeah.
Like when I was saying the pros and cons to alternate.
Yes.
Like I'm so aware that a lot of that is like my ego. It is my ego being like, oh, but I auditioned for the part, and I'm having to now tell my ego, okay, well, you're going to do it, but only once a week, and and it's a battle.
It is,
but actually, like, everything happens for a reason, and I feel like it was meant to be this way. Yes, and I'm so like lucky and grateful to be in this position, and like having, I can't imagine it any other way. Like, I'm having the best time.
Yes, I agree. I agree.
Stone.
Yeah, I agree the same with myself in Kinky. This is exactly how I was meant to do this show.
And what's interesting is we were talking about it before we hit record, but you're a right. You're an out of building alternate.
Yes.
Which
doesn't really happen.
It doesn't happen
at all. The team at Royo were just really supportive. I've been really lucky in my career, I have to say. Like, all of the companies that I've worked with have just been dreamy. Mm-hmm. I've been really, really lucky. I always, when I go to a new show, with a new production team, I always get scared because I'm like, is this going to be the one where I'm going to have a terrible time? And I've just been so lucky that every single job that I've done, that I've had the absolute pleasure of doing, the production teams, the producers behind them have been so lovely to me, so kind. And Royo was no different.
Yeah.
And has been no different.
Yeah.
They've been
For
so
context,
supportive.
they're producing both shows that we're in
Yes.
right now.
And I'm really not the look, if I'm very much an open book, if something wasn't fun for me, or if I wasn't treated in a way that I thought was okay, I would say it, because I think it's really important that performers always maintain that control of being able to say when they haven't been made to feel like they've been supported. But Royal was so great.
Yeah.
They've been so great. So
you,
yeah.
you go in on a Monday,
I go on a
do
Monday,
your show.
do my show, and then I peace out.
What do you do with the rest of your week?
Well,
I bet you keep busy, don't you?
I do. I'm a bit of a workaholic.
Yeah.
I'm going to RADA at the moment because I really wanted to train specifically in film and TV.
Wow, that's so cool.
And that's been wonderful. That's another thing for any performers, like, always be learning.
Yeah.
Always be learning. Always be, like, honing your craft. Stay excited about what you're doing. I love the idea of being reminded that I don't know anything. And that's what's so exciting about being at RADA, is kind of like recognizing how much I don't know, and that's so exciting to be in. So I do
That's
that.
so inspiring. Like, I would love to go and do like more training.
Do it. I honestly.
What a perfect opportunity as well. Like, whilst you've got the time.
Whilst I've got the time, and because I did not, for me, I just hated the idea of wasting the rest of the week.
Yeah.
When I could be doing something to better myself and just to have a new experience. So that's great. And then I write, and then I go to the gym a lot, and I get to see family. I tell you what, just doing the one show a week, being able to actually see friends and family and not have to say no to events has been wonderful.
And do you go and watch shows as well?
I've been watching so many shows.
What was the last thing you went to see?
One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Oh, yeah.
And
That's still on?
That finished now, I believe.
Yeah.
It was a really great show.
I've got a long list of stuff I need to see.
Oh, honestly.
I've got friends in shows that they're like, hey, I finish in a week. And I'm like, oh, I still not seen you in this show. And I can't.
It's hard though, isn't it? When you're actually doing a show. That's the thing. That goes out of the window. Being able to see friends, because we've all got the same schedules. And that sucks. I wish they brought back, they used to do midnight matinees.
Oh.
Years
What?
and years and years and years and years and years and years ago, midnight matinees used to be a thing.
That's so cool.
And where they'd put on the show at midnight, and so other shows could go and see it, like other shows could go and see it. And I'm like, bring it back. And I want, and certain shows like a Titanique or a Book of Mormon, I'd love them to do like a boozy one.
Yeah.
Where like a couple of like people in the cast are just wasted.
That would have to be at midnight.
Oh my gosh, that would be the best thing that's ever. In fact, no, even something like Les Mis, that would be.
Can you imagine?
Hysterical. Absolutely, a few people.
That would be a health and safety nightmare.
I would.
With the barricade.
I would be there all the time.
And
Who's going to be trolleyed this time? I want to know who it is.
What, and you have to guess who it is?
You have to guess who's trolleyed in the cast.
Trolleyed is so funny.
Isn't it a funny word?
Trolleyed. I feel like anything could be drunk. You could be like, what would be a good show to be trolleyed? I don't think Legally Blonde would be. I mean, we've got dogs in the show like that.
Yeah, no, I think that's a bad one.
Scary.
I think I'm trying to think.
Kinky Boot.
Ooh,
Huh?
In heels.
Paddington? Can you imagine?
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Drunk Paddington.
The bear, like,
if the bear.
Oh.
I want to see it.
Let us know in the comments what show you
Which
think
show? Oh.
would be funny to see.
I'm trying to think which one.
Maybe a Mamma Mia or
Mamma Mia.
Something.
I still think Les Mis would be a really good one.
Avenue Q.
Have you managed to see it yet?
No. Have I?
Yeah, of course you haven't. No,
Have you?
No.
I know. I've not even seen Kinky Boots yet.
Yeah, but I need to go and see
I'm
it.
a fake and a phony. Well, please, everyone needs to go and see Tosh as Lola in Kinky Boots up until the
6th of July
The 6th of July.
is my last,
oh my God.
guaranteed date.
That's going to be incredible. And I cannot wait to see what's next for you.
Thanks, friend.
And thank you so much for joining me.
Thanks for
on
having
the
me.
podcast.
This has been great.
Thank you.